Yo, what's up everybody? I'm going to do my usual and give everyone a shout out on the side chat. For some reason I can hear myself. I've just turned that down. Right, Kia, thanks for coming along. Chikao, as always, brother. Wyatt, thank you for coming along, bruv. Brian, Cheeky Monkey, Skull Crusher, Generator, Jay, Remo, hope I'm pronouncing that right, Sean and Figment. Thanks for coming along, guys. I hope you're having a good day. It's Friday night. I hope you got beers. Tonight on my panel, I forgot who's on the fucking panel. Tonight on the panel we have got Animal, Anton Airlines, Blade, Lone Wolf, and the one and yours truly. Unmute, guys, and say hello.
Hello. Happy Friday, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Hello. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, I don't know what to fucking, how to start this, where to go with this. What has anyone got any thoughts? What are we doing a live show for?
I think the game will self-destruct in 5 seconds, mate.
Pardon?
I think the game will self-destruct tonight. Yeah.
Just a few more shout out. Gold, Uzark, User, Nasa, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Keith, KTM, Carl, and Bob. Let's come along, guys. Honestly, do you really think it's going to be a fucking... I've got a feeling it's going to take a few damn times to get it right. Maybe not the right day of the week for Kixeye to do something like this. Yeah. And run a bot through the...
Also, it's time for it.
Yeah. But it's one of them things where it's Friday morning for them, but it's sort of like they're going to run a bot or script or a program through the thing, because they're not going to do this individually, every building one at a time. So it's a bot, a script, something like that, running through the program. What if that comes up against errors? They're going to have to revert back and then do it probably Monday, Tuesday next week.
Yeah,
that's all I'm worried about.
They leave it like that and go off and go to home and fuck the game, you know.
But was it not their own fault in the first instance? Whenever we got, we could upgrade our storage, we could get more platoons out and bigger capacity.
It's not the platoons that we're using. It's the size of the health is capped. So when you hit 2 billion health in a platoon, it starts throwing errors into the game. And then your game literally gets errors, even if you're not... I've noticed it. I've not even got 2 billion health in a toon, and I'm getting errors even without it, because I've hit that error before. It seems like I'm getting it afterwards as well. It's like an after effect sort of thing. I don't know about you guys. I know I've hit errors so many times. And there's an error in the game right now. It says you cannot purchase one of them. And I've had it for the last 4 or 5 days.
Like every time you load up, you get an error. You can.
That is not individual base. Like it's everybody got it the same. I had someone.
Right. So I thought it was just me.
Someone was sharing in here, and it came up on my screen, and then I noticed it came up on theirs exactly the same time. I flipped to the second one that was sharing, and it was on theirs as well.
Hang on, one at a time.
Yeah, it comes up on mine. I thought that's why I got free hookers.
So that's game wide. That is that when it comes up, everybody gets it.
Right, okay. Just a few more shout-outs before we move on. Santosh, my goat, thanks for coming along. WC Thunder, Alan, Sarah, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Scooby, Debo the Doxin. Welcome, brother. You're welcome to come on the live chat, mate, if you're not at work. Daniel, Sean, Graham, and Subi again. The 2 billion is coded into the original game. Yeah, it's a hard cap. This is what I can gather. This is what knowledge I've taken out of it. It's a hard cap encoded into the game. So there was never meant to be one platoon with 2 billion health. And that cap is hard. Basically, I don't think they can change it. So what they're going to do is they're going to reduce everything's health, everything's damage, and everything's fucking... That's got to be across the board, because they've got to do it to buildings. They've got to do it for walls. They've got to do it for enemy, rogue units, rogue bases, rogue turrets that we don't get. It's got to go across the whole game. So whether it's a 50%, 75% reduction, it's got to be across the whole game. Someone's mic's whistling. Across the whole game, rather than just a reduction on our units and enemy units, because it just wouldn't make sense. That's what, and I'm talking as a person that has no fucking clue what's going on tonight.
For years, there was that hard cap with the unit count, the 40,000, that they said they couldn't find in the code. They couldn't change it, and that's why we ended up with the armory. But now, with a recent update we had, they've moved it, and like since the CC, it went up to 52,000 now, isn't it?
When they converted it from Flash to HMTL.
So isn't the game still Flash in the background? Or
I believe at Kixeye's end, it's all HMTL5 and whatever other language they use.
Okay.
So when they code something into the game, they code it into their native language, whatever it is.
Finding a number in the code is so fucking easy. A monkey can do it in 10 seconds. You open up the fucking notepad, you do Ctrl+F, you fucking search for the number, you hit enter, and everything comes up with the fucking
this is the biggest problem. The cheaters have got some of the best cheats I've ever seen in this game. And they know how to manipulate the code, and the Kixeye employees haven't got a clue how to fucking change a bit of code. They're shitting their pants. Every time they add a new unit, they're shitting their pants.
Yeah, how hard is it to look up? You know, like, oh, this number breaks the game. Let's look up that number in the fucking code. Like, fucking search for it. Takes you one command to do. Like
I'm kind of hoping that they're going to level all the units off rather than just shrink them all. So some of the older ones are then going to be brought up to date to be comparable to today's units.
No. They did say some of the old units you might see an increase in damage slightly, but this isn't them. Basically, it's a reduction across the whole game. So it's a reduction, and then it equals itself out, if you know what I mean.
They're going to nerf some units, I can guarantee it.
Oh, there's going to be some problems. There's going to be teething problems. I'm going to try to be a bit easy on Kixeye for this because...
we're going to notice these strong units we've been using are suddenly not going to hit as hard and shit like that, isn't it?
That's a possibility. It is a real possibility.
No,
this game probably one-shot everything on impact then, yeah.
Yeah, this game's been nerfed since I started. That's why I can't do nothing. I'm lousy at it. So my tunes are all nerfed.
Oh, dearie me.
Sorry?
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I really don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. We're all winging it. I think Kixeye's even winging it at this point. You know, they've not made they haven't tried to lie about what's happening in the game. They've said that every time they do something in a game, it is a worry that something else will go wrong. So it's obvious that they haven't got the best. I'm not going to say that because that's an insult, but they haven't got the people with the knowledge that's needed, basically. I think that's without being rude.
Yes, that actually knows how to write games. You know, they're in California.
They're not in California no more.
But there's still plenty of
They're
fucking...
in Victoria, Canada, up by Snake Farm.
Yeah, but there's hundreds of thousands of people up there probably that know how to fucking write in those languages. So hire someone.
Yeah, I don't know. I fucking don't know. What's this? Hi all, my base ended up in sector 499 after DT. Will my base end up in 499? I doubt it. Just a few more shout outs. Charles, Dragon, sorry. Laws, welcome sweetheart. Mark, Elo, we go. Crash, Armageddon. Just coming along, guys. I'm not sure how much information we can give you. I really don't. It's just it's downtime and it's a live show, basically. It's just out of habit.
I don't think the game will be up before this show is over, man. It's gonna be a long one.
I would say it will be. If it's not a long one, I would worry.
Yeah, it'll be a long one.
Game's up.
Already?
No, I'm only joking.
I was going to say, fuck me.
Jeez. Your brain ain't that fogged.
No, it's not there now.
I mean, it will be up. Anton will be in sector 0.
I can get the sector 0 there, on a Friday night myself, so I can.
Oh, your brain will be upside down, Anton. Who knows?
Should I just quickly read the patch notes and maybe that'll give us something to go off? So, right, we've got the release notes, 12.06.5 release notes. Following changes and fixes applied till March 25th at 10 AM PDT. Stack compression. The size of unit health has reached a cap of what was hard-coded into the game, which has resulted in numerous errors in the game, ranging from the not being able to deploy a platoon if it has too much health, to attack rogues not being able to display because the numbers were more than what could be processed in the game. To resolve this, And to ensure that War Commander has many more years of play and new content, we are compressing the stats of every unit in the game. Faction area units will still be the same power. They have always been in relation to other units, just with much smaller numbers to represent that power. Please note this process will require we return all platoons to bases during the downtime, so do not be alarmed if you log in and see that none of your platoons are on the world map. This is essential to ensure that all the stats are compressed properly and that the platoons have the correct health. Well, there's one thing I want to go over here, and it's where is it? I've got to find it again. There isn't much.
Can you screen share on Discord so you can see it live with you?
Oh, sorry, mate. Yes.
Yeah, I'm behind in the delay. Sorry. Like YouTube, delay thing.
There you go. And the bit that I want to go over is there. Because they're missing out a great big portion of what needs to keep this game going for many, many years. Is they need to get rid of a certain generic certain way of some people playing.
Without the less legit ones, yeah.
The ones that are not so much legit, the ones that will just use any fucking program that they can get their hands on to destroy fair and coin it fair and legit players trying to destroy their game.
It's very simple. Just yeet them all.
They haven't got the balls. This is the problem with Kixeye.
If I was Kixeye, I would ban them all perma.
They haven't got the bollocks.
Oh.
It's got to the point now that...
like, even with half the player base in one day, I'll still drop that bomb, dude. I would, yeah.
They've got to go. They've got to go. This saying to ensure War Commander has many years, they haven't got control of War Commander at the minute. The only people that have got control of War Commander are the people that are fucking generating these cheats to sell to players. They're taking money out of Kixeye's pockets or Steelfront's pockets and selling to thousands of players.
Yeah, but what if Kixeye's selling them themselves? You never know, mate.
Well, I got sent a thing, and it says there was 2 ways to generate coin, and it was coin from Kixeye. They could buy it from on a cheat. This is a picture of a cheat, and this guy's pretty good with his stuff. And then there was also an option to get cheaper coin from Exola. So there's two problems right there. There's either a crack in Kixeye's coding that's allowing people to put coin in, or there's a problem with a Kixeye employee or employees that are doing this. And it's exactly the same thing for Exola. There's a crack in their coding that's getting manipulated, or there's employee or employees at the companies working behind the scenes earning a few bucks.
That could be, yeah. We never find out.
But
like, it's a company internal affair. Like, they should investigate themselves. Like, it's a private matter.
Well, it's embarrassing that Kixeye have to deny it. We were going through exactly the same thing as what we got last year or the year before when we very first got HMTL5. They deny it until it's us. We don't understand the game. It's us. We're the problem. When we've played the game for 10 plus years, we know what our units are capable of. We know when we put the gold boost on how much more we get out of a unit. And I'm seeing some stuff that right now is just fucking off the hook. You know, people dropping 5 toons, 4 air toons, 2, 3 full sets of mercs in one base.
I got 1 toon.
And I know half these, not half, 99% of these people have been banned before because of the same fucking thing. You know? When the Kixeye going to man up, step up to the plate and say, we've got ya. We've seen it. We understand. We're going to stop it.
There's a wee comment there by Keith there. City.
Keith, have personally had a Kixeye employee come to me and offer me hacks. I'm not going to, that's not something I'm going to delve into because I can accuse, but if I start pointing fingers, that's when some lawsuits can start flying around. So that's something I'm not going to. But there is some cracks in their walls at the minute, and the manipulation in the game is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm seeing people now, okay, it isn't that expensive, but they're hitting. And they're hitting bases 2-3 times, dropping all their air in it, and then they're coming with 5 toons.
Yeah, 3 Nerf sets and then, 5.
It's crazy. There's no way anyone, not even someone that's got silly amounts of money, is going to go out and do that. Sooner or later, they're going to go, nah, fuck this. Ain't worth it.
Like, we hit the base like a couple of days ago. I'm not going to repair it. The coin is like 300-400 coin, mate. Like, when you really hit with 5-6 twos all your air, you're going to be a lot of coin.
Yeah, repair it. Couple of 300, 400, 500 coin.
Yeah, probably.
You know?
I'm not going to pay for that. Fuck that. I'll just wait a day.
No way. No way would I do that. And none of these guys are playing legit. I know half of these guys have got brand new IDs because their old IDs or their old accounts are fucked. Or they're off the map. And then they tried, and they've got exactly the same fucking name as their old ID, and then they go, well, that ain't me. He was part of another tag. It don't make rocket science for you to change from one tag to another. And it's the same people. It's the same fucking people every single time. There's no difference in the people that are doing it. It's the same tag. It's the same clans. It's the same fucking people. But Kixeye want to wipe it under the or brush it under the fucking rug. Pretend it ain't happening.
Yeah, well, it's happening. We all see it.
We all see it. None of us are fucking stupid.
I mean, in the past, you already seen how Kixeye is against it. Like, we see the player, he can do this and this. Oh, let's hire him as a moderator because he eats so good, you know? You can fucking data mine like a champ, let's hire him.
That is a true story as well. Someone yeeted on the fucking Discord so much they got given a moderator job.
Nah, it was more because he could manipulate good, but you know the real story. It's just fucking foul, you know? Like, you know that info is like, it's bugging you a little bit. Like, yeah.
That's why I don't go on their fucking Discord.
I think it's that personal, you know? If he's like, I don't give a fuck if he's good at something, but it's not good for the game. Let's put it that way, you know?
Let's have a see. Let's have a look.
Yeah, probably. For Kixeye's wallet, it's good, but not for the player.
Yeah, it's okay them saying, right, we want this game to come for another 10 years, 20 years, whatever, to be playable. But unless they're willing to take that step and then go, right, okay, the cheats are taking over once again. And this is what makes me think it is someone from inside Kixeye, because they're always denying it.
Yeah.
There's always someone there denying it.
To tell, mate, like, as a player, but not even Kixeye, as a player, you can never 100% tell if someone is using something or not. You just don't know. Because the game is so fucking broken at the moment, you just cannot tell. There's no real outcome. Like, you can test things and it's always like it's a different outcome.
Yes, but you can tell when someone's manipulating the fucking health of a unit by exaggerating.
Like when someone finds 100,000 infamy in like 2 days, you know.
I'm not worried about the farming, mate. They can't prove someone's cheating in farming or not. But when you're playing against player versus player, there is a fucking big difference between some of these guys' units compared to others. And it's not a small margin. I'm not talking 10%. I'm talking 50, 100, 200% difference in what their units produce compared to what we produce. Is the workshop even fucking regulated anymore? That's another big worry. If the workshop isn't fucking looked at every now and then to make sure there's no manipulation there, we're fucked again. And that seems to be always Kixeye's problems. Too busy wanting to introduce new shit for everyone to coin. Well, the point of us coining something is if it's fucking good and we have fun playing the game. If there's no more fun fucking taken out of the game because people like the ACS and all that fucking lot of scumbags, if they're fucking cheating the game 24/7, why should we fucking coin the legit players coin anymore? We shouldn't. We shouldn't fucking coin no more, and that's fucking down to Kixeye. That's their fucking problem, not mine. Because I'm going to stop coining, and I will stop coining, but purely for the fact is I'm not going to be run over by fucking cheats every fucking 5 minutes. And it is cheats. I'm not fucking stupid. I get PM'd off the fucking idiots showing off about their cheats. Everything gets sent to Kixeye. Everything gets sent to Kixeye, and they go, oh, I don't see no problem there. You send them pictures, screenshots, you send them the links to the Discord, the links to the fucking cheat pages, and they ignore the fucking shit.
Yeah, it still doesn't exist, you know. But if you ever talk about it publicly, we'll fuck you over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they'd be fucking screwing at me right now. They'd be fucking, how can we stop him from fucking opening his mouth out? That's what makes me think it's someone at Kixeye. Truly, fucking, I believe it is. It's someone at Kixeye fucking passing this out. Because the hacks right now, some of the shit I've seen them be able to do, it isn't a normal guy, a fucking little bit of coding expertise. This is someone with some serious knowledge. They're manipulating shit you wouldn't even believe. All done for their own.
If it's not even secure, it's wide open. Any fucking kid can do that.
It can't be Kixeye. They don't have any knowledge.
It depends on how fucking secure Kixeye makes it, you know.
They don't. There's no security.
Well, then it's fucking child's play to alter it.
But there is no more years to come. If they, this is what I keep saying with this bit here, for the game to come, for years to come. Well, what is left in the game right now? Farming, playing the event once a month, maybe getting a little bit of medals and rezo, and then upgrading your units. If you take away PvP, the big selling point of the game, what's left? There isn't a lot left, is there? And then at the 2 events a month. Do you know what I mean? And that's the truth. And they can't get a grip of their own game. They've lost control. And that's facts. I'm not saying it to be a nasty cunt. That's facts.
Yeah, okay, but the fact is we're still here playing it daily, so...
And that's the biggest problem is we're
how stupid are we, you know, like insanity? Yeah.
It's hard because of the fucking people that we've met, and Kixeye used that against us. They know we threaten to quit fucking 30 times a fucking month. But they know because of the friendships we've made, the bonds we've made throughout the game, they know there's a very little chance we're going to quit.
Like, we hoping for the same thing last year before HTML5, but now this day, a year later, we're still hoping the same thing, and it never came. So who is stupid? Like, you know, we are stupid, right?
Funny that Scooby was saying, if you have a SFE connection with Kixeye, look at your URL, there is no lock.
The what?
Oh, it's not a secure. No, it's not a secure link there. No.
I'm not a coder. I don't know about fucking code.
Even the password system there, you can multiply.
I don't need to apply this, Angel. Like, if you load up the game, like your client's gonna download small portions of the game. If that is not encrypted and you can basically read it out, you're wide open to attack because anyone that wants to can change that anything you want. You know, you need to encrypt your fucking client. And I'm not gonna look into it. I don't want to do that, but I can bet you it's not encrypted.
They only have to look. My argument is they only have to look at fucking half a dozen players. Literally, half a dozen players will tell them everything they need to know.
You know, 34.5 million ID with that's say a year old with trophies from 10 years ago. You know what I mean? That's even though it's not a biggie.
Welcome, Mike. Wilmore, Noor, King Darkness, Mark Elo, me go, Kevin, me go, Barry, and anyone else I missed. I apologise. I've been reading the chat, but it's I've got myself a bit fucking vocal.
Nah, it's cool. We're just sick of the game at the moment, like how it's going. But you have to like show that, you know, some way. But if Kix doesn't change how the game is like loaded and qua client side and how it's just run on in your memory, and they don't encrypt it with a way that if you try to open it, it detects it, you're not gonna stop anyone from altering it. You know, it's just fucking basically it's just text based. You can edit anything.
Yeah. So
who's stopping you? You know, like is it even illegal? No, because it's already in your memory. It's your data. You know.
No, I've got no rhyme or reason. The problem is it's not. I can deal with fucking half a dozen players getting away, not getting away with it, but doing it. But when it becomes complete fucking alliances, it gets a bit too much. You know what I mean? You're sitting there, and I've watched the video today. There's something fishy going on in that, and I've downloaded their video to fucking run through my editor so I can see frame by frame what's going on. There is something fishy, 100%. And if I find anything from that, I'll re-upload it and I'll explain the fucking process I've run through. Because it's down to Kixeye that we can't fix it. We're calling it out, but it's not on us to fucking fix. It's not on none of the players to fix. This is something report a cheater that don't get fucking looked at. That's bullshit.
Well, after 10 years of reporting him and seeing him being benched 20 times and coming back after 3 days, I'm not gonna waste my time, mate.
I don't bother no more. I really don't. Once this month I have. Once this month. Because the guy fucking spawned his hair half a completely the opposite direction that his base was in. One time this month, and that's the first time I've reported a cheat in years. Because I know it don't get looked at.
No, it just goes in the trash. You know, they don't even look at it. And if they do, what are they gonna do with it?
And then they get the violins out saying we're very short staffed. That again, how is that any of the players' fault? That's nothing to do with the players. If you want to ask premium money for a premium game, you've got to have the people in place to make sure that things are running right.
Yeah.
And it is the price of the game hasn't changed for 10 years. The gold cost is exactly the same as what it was 10 years ago. And the game's gone down. They're saying they're short-staffed. Well, if you got left staffed, surely it costs less to run. Surely that should be passed over to the players, saving you fucking fortunes.
Hang on a minute, you are talking about Kixeye, aren't you?
Or Stillfront. I guarantee. I've spoke to a few of the people that was bought out from Stillfront for other games. I can't remember the names. This is going back when they very first bought them out. And they said exactly what we're saying now. There's no care at Stillfront. There's only money counting.
I saw the forum of the other games, and people like, oh man, yeah, that's bad, yeah. They destroyed those games, yeah.
Yeah.
Just for money, greed.
And yeah, you just Google search Stillfront or YouTube search Stillfront, and all they're interested in is the capital that they can earn at the games. They're not how good the games are, how many more players are coming into each of their games. It's the capital that they earn. That's the money
the money they're losing from these cheats because they're undermining their system. You'd think they'd look into it more because that's their money going down the drain, isn't it?
Yeah,
that should be their money, not somebody else's.
100%, and they're paying some of these cheat programs are $20 a month. If you've got work it out, if you've got 1,000 people paying $20 a month, what does that work out a month?
I'm bad at math, but
200,000.
Hang on.
20,000.
Yeah, it's 20,000.
It's 20, yeah. So we go.
Still 200,000 a year, Anton. That's a lot of money.
$20 a month times 1,000. Yeah, it's 20,000. Simple maths, guys. We should have fucking worked that out ages ago. £20,000 a month Kixeye are losing. That's just from 1,000 players. I know there's a lot more than 1,000 players paying that.
Yeah.
You know, so if it's 2,000, it's 40,000.
Okay, now the other side of the story. How many players are stupid enough to buy every month the 2,000 coin pack?
No, but it isn't about the 2,000. It isn't about the 2,000 coin pack. It's about that $20 going out of Stillfront's pockets.
Yeah, but as long as
you confused it, mate. No one needs to spend $2,000 a month or 2,000 coins a month.
It's $100 a month or something in coin.
No, yeah, but I don't do that. But if you're losing $20 a month from 1,000 players, which equals $20,000, do you get what I'm saying?
They might make way more that they don't even notice.
Probably.
Well, if you had a big shop and you're losing that there a month, that would be $250,000 every year you'd be losing.
So it ain't. I'm saying 1,000 players. I'm being fucking very, very low with the number. Yeah, you're probably talking 10,000 players are paying that a month.
We don't know the numbers of how many legit people buy.
It's about 10. It's about a third of the game. And Kixeye are happy to let that money slip through or not still Kixeye, Stillfront are happy to let that money slip through their fingers. You know, they've done some great stuff in the game. The events are now becoming more, what I would call more less Ruby fucking events and more skilled based. They did do a decent event last for the catch up.
Mate, you know how an investment company works. As long as you make the annual numbers, they don't care. As long as the numbers come in every month, don't care. So somehow Kixeye probably still makes those monthly numbers.
No. And the investment company is about getting as much out of the fucking whatever they invest in as possible.
Yeah.
When you're slipping fucking a couple of £100,000 a year through your fingers, they're going to start. Any good investment company will go, hang on a minute.
Freak out, yeah.
Maybe they don't know because Kixeye, just blank say that the cheats don't happen, doesn't it? So perhaps they're not letting them know that there's something going on in the background where they're losing money.
That's what makes me think it's something to do with the inside job. Because they deny it on the forums, they always have. But at least when Will Harbin was there would be some sort of penalty. You know, the cheats would get to a point where they would outnumber the legit players, basically. And then it would be, something would happen, that they would fix it, or as a cheat would pop up, that would be nullified. And it's not. None of these are getting nullified. This has been 6-7 months in the coming. We've been doing this for 6-7 months. To start off with, there was only a couple of hundred people doing it. Now everyone knows that they can pay for 20 quid instead of spending serious money in the game to be seen as a millionaire in the game. You've got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people doing it.
It's too much, and then it has to be taken action, yeah. Like Kixeye should change their policy. 0 tolerance. One mistake, poof, gone, and end of story.
Yep.
Not like, oh yeah, but you spent €100 in 5 years here. Oh, we're gonna give you a 3-day one. No, fuck that. You know, you violate the rule. Perma, bam, gone, delete.
It's just what it is, and you will see the cheat. I'm getting hammered by them right now. I'm getting hammered, and they're laughing in the world chat. Oh, I'll see when I'll get banned. I won't stop coming until I get banned. I don't really give a fuck. I'll do it every single day. I'll pop 2-3 times a day if I'm at home. It's not something that bothers me, but you got to look at it from a broader perspective. When they're not just terrorising me, they're terrorising everyone they can in the game and laughing about it. It's when the players have got to stand up and say, no, we've had enough. We're fucking sick of it. You know, it's sad. It's sad, but the truth. And Kixeye will deny it until they've got no other choice but to fucking recognise it and go, right, we're going to do something about it. All this great stuff they're doing in the game right now is meaningless if they're not willing to fucking have a heavier hand.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like, the first priority in your game is fair play. That's the basic foundation of your game. When you break that, there's no game. You can make it so nice and pretty, but the game is dead, you know? Imagine like in Call of Duty or Fortnite, whatever you play, and it's not fair. Who's gonna fucking play it anymore? You know, if everyone's fucking cheating, you're gonna delete it and find something else, right? It's not a game anymore then. It's just like, oh, who has the best fucking programs running next to the game?
That's all it is right now. That is all it is. Is who's got the best fucking cheats.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a competition there, like, you know.
That's what it's become. And it's the truth. And it's the same fucking demographic every time. It's the same people. It's the same fucking accounts. And the legit players, the ones that refuse to do it, don't get me wrong, I could have done fucking cheats years ago. The information that I'm being passed right now, I could have done them years ago, but I refuse to. I don't need to be seen as a millionaire or fucking rich.
Every player has the choice. Some people choose to play legit and get fucked over, and other people don't. You know, like, it's a choice. But the consequence of that is that Kixeye can ban you whenever they want to.
All it is they want to be seen as their penis size online is massive. My prick's big enough as it is. I don't need to fucking make it any bigger online. So I don't need the cheats. I've got nothing to prove to anyone. I play the game. I have my fun. I make my videos, and that keeps me happy.
Correct. Yeah.
I don't need to prove nothing to no one, and none of them guys, because they're just little scumbags that need to prove that they got a fucking willy.
In my opinion, I don't know if you will agree with it, but if you have to cheat in the game, you already lost it. Why would you play it? You know, you beat the game by running something.
Yeah, but that's all they do, and until Kixeye go, right, enough's enough. Let's get rid of these guys. Don't give a fuck what they coin.
And the fun is gone. Like, let's, for example, you go in GTA 5 offline, and you go install some mods, and you're gonna have like a Superman flying around, and you can die. Like, how long are you gonna play the game? 10 minutes, you're bored as fuck. You log off. Yeah. You know, you try all the things you can do, and then you're bored.
Yeah.
Why would you play
the
legit?
The only good thing right now is they need 4 or 5 tunes to kill most bases. And that's the only good thing. It's irrelevant if they're spending coin or not. It's just great to see that many tunes come in your base.
If a legit player would come, they would lose a bit more, mate.
Yeah, they always do. I've seen plenty of legit players come along, and they've got me a star, 2 stars. If they're very good, they get me 3 stars.
You can't judge that if someone is legit or not, but like, look at the old days, like when we played War Commander, you could see, oh, this player has more skill than the other player, right? Some people would hit better because they use their brain. That's gone. You don't see him do any skills anymore. It's just Ruby it in.
Yeah, because Kixeye have done down the game.
You know, it's like basically deploy, press a button and hope for the best. Like in the old days, you could, like remember you and me when we first met, with a bit of a dick match in a contest. You blew the shit out of my base, remember? Legitly, the first one ever in a year that did that. Because you had skill. You know, that was the play back then. If a Ruby warrior came in with 5 tools, he would die on deploy. But
Demo man, I'm privy to a lot of fucking the shit that comes into the game. I'm privy to a lot of the pages, the URLs, the Facebook pages, the Discord channels that literally sell the fucking cheats. So yes, I know what they're using, I know what they can use, and I know where they buy them. I've given the information to Kixeye. Many of these guys in here that have also been privy to that have sent the information to Kixeye, and we get told that that none of that works. It's all lies every time.
Yeah.
And I know how a unit would work, how long it lasts in my base, even with gold boost running. Even if they paid the 100 coin or whatever it is for gold boosts, I know that they wouldn't last. It still wouldn't last as long as some of these guys' units do. Not stupid. Any of you guys, any of the others, it's me and Rob show at the minute. Any of you got anything you want to put in?
No, but I think that's everybody's. You know, we made a poll there. But what would you want Kixeye to fix first?
Cheats.
That would be it. You know, everybody they don't care about content. They don't care about new units. They want to go out and have a bit of fun at the weekend and do a bit of PvPing, but there's no point.
Right now, PvP is shocking, and it's nice in a way because there's a lot of people that like base defending, but the legit people that want to go out attacking bases. I'm not saying everyone that fucking attacks bases right now is cheat. I'm saying they're stupid. Because right now the cost, if you put the cost to what you actually get out of it at the end of it, the value isn't there. So they're stupid. It's on them for fucking coining all that money to fucking prove that they've got a penis. But yeah, I just don't do it no more. I'll go hit a few dead bases.
Yeah, like when is the last time you, me, and Anton and the guy had a jump?
Never. We can't. Do you know why we can't? Because as soon as we do a live, say if we'd made a live stream gun or they found out we was doing it, we'd get hammered by them again. Mm-hmm. They'd spoil our night for their own fun, which is part of the game.
Like, a year ago you had haters also. We still did jumps, and yes, they came, but they couldn't do fuck all.
No, because it was fair. It was the game was running. There was a lot less of them paying for them fucking cheats.
Base took 6 hits to 1 star. Your base took 8 hits, and my base was like I don't even know, about 10. You could go all night, you know, point a bit here and there for your defense, and you would never be leveled.
Yeah, that's a Kixeye problem though. That isn't a cheat problem. You know, because Kixeye have gone. And if all you got to see is the way they've gone with these. I'm not saying it's wrong, but we haven't got no counter to these. What's it units at the minute? The defensive uniques.
We have a counter against that spam. Maybe discussed that, but it doesn't work. It's broken since HTML.
Yeah.
You know that rotating thing we discussed? That thing, yeah.
Yeah, Scooby's got it spot on. Warpath repairs should be standard. Then
Correct.
We have some play. That should be just a gold standard of how the game PvP should be worked.
Yep, I agree with that.
Do you know what? When if they ever did do something like that, it would bring the legit players up to a almost level playing field. not 100% level, but like we'd be 50% there. When they make changes like that, that would work for me. Warpath repair times.
The game has to be first fair play and then do some discounts on it. Not when it's in this situation like now, there's no point. It's like polishing a fucking broken turd, you know? They can't do anything, in my opinion, unless they fix fair play first. Anything you think of discuss about is like it's pointless until that's done, mate. No offense, but they can make it free repair, whatever I care, you know? Like it won't matter until the game is fixed.
No.
Like fair.
Many years to come means maybe 6 months if they carry on ignoring the cheats. Because I guarantee a lot of the coiners have walked away now. I know a few of them, big coiners that no longer coin. Big coiners that will, there is the odd one or two that have put 1,000 coin every now and then into the game, and then spend it all on their buildings and things like that. I had to have that dig. Let me have that one.
Yeah.
But
the next day I felt bad, okay?
I know you fucking did. But 1,000 coin, if you look at some of the fucking big power players that used to be in the game, there used to be some serious fucking power players. They've all walked away because they understand that they're never going to be able to beat a cheat. Coin can't beat cheats.
Like a couple years ago, you remember in the hangouts and stuff, like we didn't put 1,000 on, we put like way more on back then, eh?
No, I've never been a big coiner.
Now, okay, maybe you, like, there were people in the group that you know, like 4, 6, 8,000, 10,000, maybe more. That was normal because the game was like enjoyable, it was fun. You had value for your money.
Now you got, if you've spent 100 coin, you
back
got
then,
one base. You got one base that you might get 50%.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, it was still fucking expensive back then, but you could make a choice, you know, like do it or you don't. It's a choice you make because enjoy what you're buying or not, you know. Now it's just throwing it away, unless you really want to max a certain unit of building, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I generally, as a rule, I buy 550 coin a month. Well, 30 quid's worth, whatever that works out in the sale.
Like, you remember the old RAV jumps with Anton and you and all the other guys? Like, we blew bases up city for 4 coin a base, eh?
The unshackled jumps were some of the best. The live stream, and there'd be like 50, 60 guys all jumping. Even enemies would come in. It would be fun.
If you back then put 500 coin in your account, you was the man. You could blow the whole damn entire sector up.
No,
that was fun. You paid £50 for it, but you had a good weekend, you know? Now it's like one bait, come. Merc set, 80 coin, per few tunes, you know, 300-400 coins, it's gone.
Oh, unidentifiable says Gabby. Yeah, Gabby, I've noticed Gabby's doing a lot more with his auto videos, which is car, and he drives a lorry as well. So I think that's where he's trying to go with his channel, and I don't blame him for walking away, if I'm honest with you. You can't blame anyone for. I don't know who that Nanu Nick is, but yeah, you can't blame people for saying enough's enough. Yeah. As much as the game, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the events and everything else, but in between the events, I'm logging in and I'm just waiting for the next aces, and this is the biggest problem. Is 95% of aces got banned. I'm not gonna hold my tongue anymore. They all got banned. They know they got banned, and because I've called them out, they think, right, we're going to show him a lesson. They're not showing me a lesson. They're just showing me all their cheats. Someone's mic is playing up.
Mine?
Don't know.
Let me mute up.
It's mine. I don't know whose it is. No, it ain't you, the one. But yeah, doing something like this to make sure the game goes on for a lot longer time. Someone's mic, guys.
Right now, I'll jump in and out here, so no bother.
Close down Discord for a sec.
Yep, I'll do.
Cheers, mate. No, it's not Anton. It's not Lone. What the fuck is that all about? Alright, I can work with it, don't worry.
Press mute a minute, silly, on your mic. No, there's a hiss in the background.
Yeah, I could still hear it with my mic muted. Oh well, we'll have to deal with that for now.
I'll change accounts. I'll go on the other computer. It might be mine actually.
Well, your name wasn't lighting up.
No one's was.
Wow, I got muted.
No, I can hear the hiss now.
Yeah. Mute played quickly. You guys make sure you give City a like, these guys. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, get a like, get a thumbs up, guys. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna dislike it, you fucker.
Dislike it. Yeah. Like, dislike, don't matter. Yeah, there's still a hiss for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, if we can all mute up and find out who it is.
It must be me.
No one's lighting up. It's just a hiss. I think.
Yeah, I just did the headphones, which is supposed to kill the sound. I can still hear the hiss.
Hang on, I'm going to quit out and come back in.
Unless it's somebody's mute.
It was me.
Was it you? Was it?
I can still hear a very faint hiss in the background.
I can't hear nothing now.
Hey, stop.
Now we know who the culprit is.
It was mine. Hacking my channel.
Very good.
They can try. They have tried. Trust me. Kevin.
It's another
Guys,
Kevin.
please don't result to fucking. I don't know. I haven't seen the whole conversation, but if you are starting to argue with each other, there's no point. Let it be. I can't hear the hissing no more. Can you guys?
No, it's gone.
Yeah, it was my mic, my head, my Discord.
When you first came back in, it was still doing it just for a few seconds, and then it stopped.
Yeah, must be something wrong. I must have a bit of dust in my connections. Right.
Strange thing is, I muted my headphones and I can still hear it. How's that work?
It's back.
You see in the room? Oh dear.
Oh fuck it! Just let's move on. We can't carry on with that all night. What about the holdout, guys? Shall I run through each one of you and we'll just give it a rating out of 10?
Yeah.
I'd also like to know what you guys think about the holdout on the side chat there. If you could give me a score, 1 being bad, 10 being good, and everything in between being gravy. Let me run through the first one. I'm going to go with Animal first, please, bro.
Holdout, yeah, it was all right, I suppose. Yeah. Same as the last one, it's just like, once you get it going with the boost running, it's just the XP just starts rolling in. All of a sudden, you've got more than you need, and that's the end of it. You don't need to do it anymore.
Yeah. So what was your score, mate?
Yeah, 7 or 8, I suppose. It was easy to do. It got me everything I needed. So there's no grumble there, really. Yeah, that's just a sort of 7.5. Split the difference.
7.5. Right, who's up next? Anton.
Just it's easy. Give it a 5. You know what I mean? Over in a few hours. You know what I mean? And that's just it. Just killing time afterwards. And the boost didn't work. I know that had to bring the game down, but even if you had an alternate account, you couldn't buy the attack or defend boost. I thought that was a wee bit naughty.
So
that's it. 5 out of 10. 5. Yep.
Mr. Lone Wolf.
Oh, I have to say I'll give it a 6. It was interesting at first, and then once you got it figured out, then easy peasy. So I'll give it a 6.
Perfect. The one.
Well, it's gonna be a 0 because every time Kixeye puts the event out and the bases are wrong in the first 5 minutes, you get a fucking 0 out of me.
I'll make you right there, bro.
Yeah. Learn from it, Kix. 0 if you fuck the base up. Wrong basing event is 0. Okay. Next.
Right, hang on. We have got a few scores. I've just got to scroll up a little bit. Chakal give it a 7. Kia give it a 7. Mark give it a 7. Ian an 8. Hold out. JBW give it a 5 out for me. Average generic event. Brian says it was a 10. Total cakewalk. Loved it. Got almost everything I needed. I think he's hit the nail on the head there as well. Holdout. Crash says holdout is always fun. Unidentifiable 5. It's the same Jan card. I hope I've said that right. Thing over and over. Kevin, 8. Got all I needed. Sean was great. They messed up the logistics. I could buy 8 of each. I couldn't buy 8. I could buy 8 of the pubes, I think. Mike Merlin, give it boring, but good catch up. Jim Bob, 5 boring. Sidekick Kid. What will happen if you leave your tunes out on the base? Not a lot, mate. They should return when you come back on. Someone else has just come in. Blade again.
Blade came back in.
I will get back to Blade. Holdout was easy as shit, Demo Man. Might give it a 7. I've lost where I was. Shit. I was up to Mike when I... Cheeky Monkey, 7 out of 10. Holdout was good, but again, we need more bases. Dragon Kovacs, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Set it in, forget it, 6. Yeah, spot on. Carl, give it a 7. Nothing to buy. Manu Tony, favourite joke. My favourite Kevin joke is Kevin Patron Saints of Stolen Cars. I shouldn't have maybe read that one out. Demo Man, I had way more XP than I needed to spend. Graham, give it a 7. Sean, give it a... So because you could buy 8 of each, logistics 9 out of 10. Sidekick, give it a 9. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people fucking voting here. Gambo, 7 in the top 15. Oh, nice job, bro.
No, well done. Good effort.
More prizes, bought a bunch of old shit. Dragon, give it a 6. Joel, give it a 5. Demo Man, 7. Sure, I said Demo Man again. David, give it at the start before the kicks fix after 1 fix, 7. Generator Holdout, 10 out of 10. It kept giving me Probus logistics. Nice. Yeah, I actually maxed mine out during that holdout. It did. They kept resetting. I have to say a 4. Got boring very quickly. That's from Barry. And I think that's everyone. Blade, what was your score for holdout out of 10? Right? And the reasons why?
Well, 1, because I did a bit for me little account. I'm going to give it 7. And it was quite easy to be able to pick up a load of XP to do that. So, yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was a good catch-up thing, right?
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head. I think if that's the way they want to go with the holdouts, make it a catch-up and make the events just... I'm not... Everyone, I got a message today that hang on, let me read the message out, what it said. I blocked the guy now. Where is it? His name was Gary. Big Nerf, LOL. He put a smile, a laughing face. They should nerf your gob. You've destroyed the game with your bullshit. So yeah, it's my fault that Kixeye have broken the game. But yeah, I think the holdout. I've literally played for a couple of days and not very. I weren't hardcore into it, but again, the events for me need to be a little bit harder. If they want to make the holdout the catch-up way for players to catch up with some of their old stuff, I don't see no problem in that. I don't see no problem in the event being a little bit easy or easier. Yeah, go that way with it. As long as they give me something to... and I keep reiterating this. I'm not asking for an event that's fucking super hard. Every base has to be you're killing your tunes off for 10 hours repair. When I say I want a challenge in the events, I want the ultra base or I want the challenge base before that to be the bases where the challenge V, I think it was a V, where I'm challenged. Otherwise, what's the point? If we're not challenging ourselves in life, what's the point of doing anything? I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but that event, I'm gonna give it a 7. I think that's a fair score. It was for the little players, and hopefully a lot of little players got caught up in it. Moving on, guys. Is there anything you want to bring up?
Just on returning players.
Pardon?
What is there many returning players?
I don't know.
Coming back into the game, do you think?
I've seen a lot of guys. Basically, we've got 1 or 2 that's come to the sector that are returning, but they've literally made a new account.
Yeah.
Because their old account was sort of too far behind.
Any of you in the side chat just returned to the game in the last month or two? And what's your What's your views on the game now compared to what it was back then?
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for them to answer. But yeah, there's a guy and where is he from? Spain.
That's right.
Right, nice kid.
Barcelona.
Yeah, really nice, and he's returning, and he got really caught up on the holdout. I think he come in the top 100 somewhere like that. And he comes onto the Discord and he has a chat with us, and he's over the moon because he's been able to get all this stuff. Yes, you're not going to get caught up in day one. This is the problem with a lot of people these days is they want everything and they want it now. And they don't want to work for it. And that's the truth across the board. I'm the same. I look at things sometimes and I think I can't be fucked. But anything good in life is worth working for. Anything you enjoy, if there's no work involved with it, you start to lose concentration. You start to lose what the enjoyment you took out of something. And you know, I like a bit of a challenge, and I can understand Kixeye putting out a good event as a catch up, the holdouts. You know, I don't know what else to put to that. I've lost the words.
Yeah, they say the event was shit because every time they do an event,
it weren't shit. It weren't shit. It was broken.
It's broken. Never
yeah, but it
the
weren't
last
shit.
year.
It weren't
For the
shit.
year wrong. We have never had an event there was not something wrong with.
The last couple of main events have been okay. Day one.
There's no quality control.
The last couple of main events have been good. Day one.
Yeah, we get a plane there and you can't even fucking hit air because it's broken. The level 20 talent don't work, but the game was fine.
Yeah, but the actual event, I'm not talking about a plane. I'm talking about the event. There was nothing broken with the last event. They didn't have to take the game down. They didn't have to swap the bases mid event.
But the lag was normal, okay?
The lag's normal because the amount of people that jump into the game when it actually is live event.
Other games with like 50 million people in don't lag.
Because another game with 50 million people have got enough money to go out and buy fucking enough servers to provide for that 50 million people. Or rent enough servers. You know, we're not talking about a 50 million player game. We're talking about a game that's got maybe 80, 90,000 players at a push. But
yeah, but I still stay with my statement. There's no quality control, nothing is tested, so.
I don't see. I'm not going to put that on Kixeye employees. I'm going to put that on the people that own it, Stillfront.
Yeah.
Because the employees can only do so much to make sure the game's, fingers crossed, the game works. It's down to the company to decide how many servers each individual game they own has.
No, I don't agree, mate, because the team and the management of the team should say, do not launch or push things public before it's done and tested. You don't put anything out before it's tested.
You can't, right, so if you was working in Sainsbury's, and they had a new apple coming in and said, and you ain't going to go up to the manager and say, have you tested this apple before you put it out?
Of course you do. If you make a wall, you make something in construction work, you're going to make sure it's fucking damn well working fine before you deliver it up.
No.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be done.
No, because no one on a construction site, if someone's putting a wall up, they haven't got someone that owns the company behind them watching them put the wall up.
No, or the materials of the brickerite, you're relying on them, that's going to be what you bought and paid for.
Yeah. Yeah. The money put into the game is 100% down to fucking Stillfront. If Stillfront ain't willing to put the correct money into the game for the amount of players the game have, and they're just interested in their bank balance, then we suffer for it.
Like this. For example, I'm the developer to write the event. Stillfront give me a budget. Got 7 days to run, you got this money, you gotta make it happen. If I don't get it done in time and it's not ready, I'll report back to them, sorry, it's not ready. We cannot publish it.
And then you're sacked and they bring someone in that will get it ready.
Yeah, then you have to
That's how it works, mate. Deadlines, they don't set deadlines. If you go to someone and say, right, give me £50,000 and I will make the best computer game in the world, and a deadline comes up and you've fucking spent all that money and there is no game, you're sacked.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, probably
I
true,
game when they started giving units and more.
1 second.
Health. Yes. Yeah, I agree with that, Andrew. The health has become ridiculous. The problem is that Kixeye is they don't understand necessarily a real-time strategy game, and it's partly the players' fault as well, because every time they release a unit and it's got 50 million health, we go wow, and then you've got a bunch of people going coin.
That's how it's been since the very start. Every new unit has just that little bit more. If they would have started out with sort of a chart and slotted these new units in so they were like a little bit above one but a little bit less than the other, so it had a slot and it fitted in, no one unit would be overly than any of the others. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but they've always just added more health, added more power, and the line goes up and up and up and up and up and up.
Yeah.
Just defunking all the units before it.
That's the Kixeye motto right now. It's the way they work. It's to wow the players with this newfangled, dangled fucking lights and fucking glitters, and hopefully you get a percentage of that player that is willing to coin it. Instead of making a unit that's viable against, it's got to be viable against X. Now the players expect a unit to be viable against X, Y, and Z, which isn't how a real time strategy game works. You get a unit, it's good against X. It might be half good against Y, but Z it can't kill it, or it can't.
Yeah, there's so many multipliers in the background that we don't see. It's not just health and damage. There's like that they have it set so they can turn things on and off for certain units, so it will do that one more damage and this one no damage, and vice versa. So there's plenty of playing about in the background they could do to make these units all on a level plane.
Yeah.
But they don't. They just add more and hope for the best.
But yeah, don't get me wrong, there's been some great stuff come out from Kixeye. You look at some of the not the newer units, but some of the units we've got recently. The Claymore's a very good example of that. It's got that power to get to where you need it to get, and that's the whole point of the unit. You look at the legendary Hellhounds. You got an armor up on them. You know where if you want to pick off one or two buildings, you can do it with them. The Devouts, they're high priority. They've got the basics is there, but the actual when it comes down to implementing it into the mainstream units outside of PvP, Kixeye are so worried about this one unit being a killer to everything. Well, except for the last unit to come out, they try to push it as a killer for everything. Sorry, and it sort of distracts from what the unit should actually do in the first place. You've got to have yin and yang in anything. You know, it's got to be good against this, but bad against that. And that's as far as I'm aware, that's how any real-time strategy games work. Going all the way back to Command and Conquer and Dune before that, there was never really a true god unit. But I don't know. I think I've talked myself out of the argument there. I think I've given praise and then
taken it away with the other hand.
Yeah. Right, Anton, can you take over for just 2 seconds? Man, I need to go to the toilet.
Yep, no bother at all there. So, what do we expect besides our platoons off the map? What's your best hope? And that's for anybody in the panel and YouTube land. What are you hoping for after this downtime?
For a smooth transaction.
Yeah.
It's like, the game works, isn't broken for another 3 or 4 downtimes, hasn't messed everything up. We've got to relearn all the units because they're only going to be half power now. Well, are they? Because everything else is half power as well, so it's going to be weird.
It's going to be weird, but they'll have to reset their own basis, their event basis and, medal basis and everything.
Yeah, I wonder how many of them they think, oops, forgot to detune that one.
Yeah, if it's got a Kix name on it, it won't be brought down too much.
The question was today, what ideally are people wanting after this downtime? What would be your best case scenario?
My best case
Yep.
Cheaters' units are fucked.
Well, that would
Not
be.
fucked, but they're on the fucking same playing field as mine. That's my best case scenario. If they've done it so then they've changed all the code to the units, so they haven't got the code to the units, they can't manipulate them, they can't manipulate the gold boost, they can't manipulate the fucking holdout boosts. That would be the ideal scenario for me. Because it's great that Kixeye are trying to prolong the game as much as they can. They're really trying, and they are trying. But until they take that step and say, right, we need to cut this out, we need to cut these...
What about all the mini accounts being made, the level 2s being
I haven't seen too many of them being reported just lately. I think there was put a stop to that. I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't seen... We were seeing, 50, 60 being made in the sector at one point for a couple of days. I haven't seen any more. I don't know whether it has been patched, but going off word of mouth, I don't think it is.
Chico wants to know if you washed your hands, silly.
No, I didn't. And do you know what I did? I just wiped my hand that I held my penis with on my face.
You fucking animal.
I didn't, mate. I'm going to be honest with you. I was too busy trying to get back to you guys. I would have thought so, Dark Lord. That base defense, walls health, it's got to be. Surely it's got to be across the board, because if a unit's damage and health, I don't know whether they're going to change the damage. I believe they are, aren't they? It's the whole set, not just the health. Yeah, it's got to be damaged, because if a unit's got less health but more damage, it wouldn't work out, would it?
Yeah, good thing it's said on YouTube site that someone actually paid attention. If the health and the damage is lower on the unit, that means the repair time is also lower. Good thinking.
Well,
yeah, I don't think that's going to fucking
work
work
out. It should, because the unit is less healed.
Well, maybe you'll get 5 minutes, but it'll still be 2 gold, you know what I mean?
I don't know, if Kixeye didn't test that, we could end up with very funny repair times soon. Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be a reduction across the board. Whatever they do, set it at 50% less. It's going to be 50% less health, 50%, but the coin cost is going to be there.
Yeah, but imagine, well, what's the outback? What's its damage without the survivor? Like, if you reduce that by half, it's just going to be not all that good.
No, but everything's reduced. So they're not just reducing the unit's damage, the unit's health. They're reducing the building's damage, the building's health. So it's going to.
So if everything's reduced on 1-to-1 scale,
exactly the same. That's how it should be.
Yes. So that's if they do that you don't really care what level they put it at.
Yeah, it makes no difference. But I guarantee the time to repair it isn't going to change. We ain't going to get a 50% reduction in repairs. Because Kixeye don't work like that.
And then whenever you add on that for not holdout, but for warpath, sure it be nothing to heal a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Omega units don't have more repair time for a level 40 compared to a level 31, do they?
No. The only units that do is Gem 4s, I believe, and series.
Do they?
As you level them up.
I didn't know that.
Slight animal, it's such a fucking tiny amount, it ain't worth mentioning. It's the difference between a minute and 2 minutes, sort of thing.
Yeah, I've noticed if they're out on the map when an upgrade finishes, and when you bring them back, you normally got to repair them, like 30 seconds, 50 seconds, saying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Is the game up yet, or what?
I've been clicking refresh and it still keeps coming up.
No.
It's not up yet.
No, I'll keep talking bollocks. I've got bollocks to come all night.
It'd be nice to be on there for that, just to see what happens to you and do a few tests.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. We can go on and have a look what's happened, how bad it is.
You know, and see.
If we don't make it that far, we don't make it that far.
Oh, we can still chat a little bit more. So, any information about the next event? I know it's a bit off there, but what do you think a new unit's going to be? Is it going to be air or ground or infantry?
It's going to be a Sentinels air unit.
Air, so...
I don't know about Sentinels, I was guessing with that, but it's going to be it's 100% going to be an air unit, I would have thought.
It's going to be called the Anton Airliner.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's going to be a carbon copy of an older unit. So
No, it's an airplane that can cloak, maybe. Yeah. And it goes underground and fly backwards. And, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Sorry, Demo Man, that would be me there. Unfortunately, I contacted COVID there yesterday, so I'm feeling a bit crook today, so sorry about that there.
Yeah, and sometimes he has a wank when he's listening to my voice.
Definitely not singing. I turned female. It just hides like a hedgehog. Curls up. Just
You
in
never
air unit.
sing because your headset was broken.
No, cheers, Demo there. I'm not doing too bad. I'm just a wee bit sort of iffy, but not too bad.
Yeah, he sounds a little bit worse than he did yesterday. And he was in the voice chat yesterday with us. Drinks up hot something. I'll tell you what.
Oh, it'll not be hot. It'll be cold right beside me. Cheers, JBW. I'm not too bad, but thanks. Oh, you caught it twice. Shit.
I've yet to get it once. I feel left out. Every other fucker's called.
You don't want it.
No.
You don't want to get it. It's the after effect. You know, years down the road, something else is gonna happen in your body. You know, it's just, you don't want to catch it.
And there's a little bit of more information now I can read. Bug fixes, general fixes and improvement. That's just a copy and paste. Future attack logs should display correctly. Past ones cannot be fixed. Error message. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds, mate. Error message that your platoon needs to be repaired when it's fully healed should be resolved. Which, yeah, that is the problem. What was that, the one?
No, sorry to interrupt, but the attack logs, that is annoying because when we test something, I want to look in the play-by-play, and sometimes I have to wait 2 days to look at it.
It's ridiculous. That was getting stupid.
So, like if I test a unit with you and I want to see the play-by-play reaction of it, I wanted to see.
Okay, there's a wee announcement there, City. You can read out there for everybody, or somebody wants to copy and paste it there. Thanks, Mags. Cheers. Doing okay.
Where's this announcement, mate?
And it should be in your City chat. Here, a known bug coming up is that metal and oil deposits on some older bases are showing some units as pre-damaged. This will be fixed at a future release.
That means they've upped the levels on the units in the metal bases.
Yeah. That's totally a reflective picture about that comment. It's not done yet, let's release it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do apologise.
Yeah.
But I've got to go and I've got to go in and see my mum.
And you go down the pub.
Then I'm going to the pub, yes, and I'm going to have a few beers.
Kiss your shout, mate.
Right, have a few for all of us.
Yeah, well, I've been having a few while I've been talking to you, so it won't take many, I don't believe, when I get there. But anyway, thank you guys for having me. Thanks for the panel turning up with all the questions and everything else. Nice to hear it all. Just enjoy the game, man. Just enjoy the game. Try and get rid of these fucking cheats. That's all I say to Kixeye. Get rid of the fucking cheats. And I'll speak to you soon. Take care all.
Good night, Blade. Well said.
Hey, brother.
Thanks, Skullcrusher. Cheers.
See you, mate.
Hello, Sean.
Right, I think we're pretty much done. At this point, we're beating a dead dog, whatever you want to call it. What's the saying?
We can do a karaoke singing contest.
Yeah, but I've got the best fucking voice in the room.
Yeah, you win. That's okay. Don't bother.
The only thing with that is you got to sing every single song out of key so it don't get flagged.
Oh, here we go. They're saying we're all right. Don't shut her up yet. We've got to reload.
Oh, we up.
Oh.
So we'll do a wee bit of testing here, guys.
Little look.
And if you can help out for
error loading something, okay.
We can actually go on Wiki and look at each individual unit.
Yeah.
I'm in, guys.
Does he still update the Wiki page?
Not so much, but yeah, you can go back
overloaded.
to
My God, he's got a lot of fucking changes to do now then.
Like check your building, your turret stands, your bunker heals, all that stuff, mate.
Right?
Check your important buildings like turret stands, Gen 1, Gen 2, normal, bunkers, healed, stuff like that.
It's taking a while to load the game up. I'm going to get a beer while I'm waiting.
Good idea.
Yep. And he is.
My power is fucked up. I got 0 power, so that's good kicks. I got no power in my base.
Just let it settle.
Still nothing. No power.
Yeah, let it settle.
You don't have enough currency to, and my base is exploded. It's dead.
Yeah, but I got no power. 0. I got no power at all.
All my dragon teeth are dead.
If you paid your electric bill, you would have power.
Am I still screen sharing?
Yeah, my whole base is blown up also, mate. It's dead.
No, you're not screen sharing.
No, you're screen sharing now.
I don't want loading so
You don't have enough to current.
Yeah, same here, same here.
110
that's
coins.
there.
Oh, it all repaired.
Wow. Completely flat.
Yeah, it was flat as fuck.
Yeah, I'm
in a bubble.
That's because
I
they've
was in
halved
a
the
bubble
damage on.
before.
Yeah, they've halved the damage on everything, haven't they?
Yeah, but
So
everything's repairing now. And I got 0 coin. I'm sure I had 25,000 coin before the update.
Yeah. Jump into the world maps today and
I've still got my 2468, so they've not took off everyone.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, go out in the world map, go back in, your base is fully repaired.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's have a look at the health. So the health of the Pathfinder is 135,000. The DPS damage per second is 28,966. Damage per shot is 3,542. This is going to take some getting used to. Right, next test is what bases could we get free repair?
Oh my god.
The
1,000 numbers.
I think I could get
the Bastion. Is any Bastion out? You could do that there with.
I think I got the metal and oil free repair.
3 and 4.
Metal and oil. I'll go with that one.
Still overloaded.
I need to put me Proteus in there. Because now we find out the real results. If they haven't done it to the buildings and everything else, then we're screwed. Where's my Proteus?
Well, I'm looking at my buildings and there's still like 80 million armor up, so 80 million health, so good luck killing a heavy stand, mate, with your 4,000 DPS.
Where is it? There.
Buildings are the same number. Oh, man. Fucking Kixeye.
I normally get this free repair. Let's check, make sure me air spawning in. Yep, that's the right spot. Turn Ruby off. Drop Proteus. Drop 11 of these. Hit Ruby.
Holy crap.
Get out.
What was Leviathan's health in the thingy? How many million?
100 and a couple of 100 mil.
241,000 now at level 21.
Yeah, everything's been reduced drastically.
Oh, well, that's more than fucking half, isn't it?
Yeah, look, the repair time still seems the same.
Okay.
Let's have a look at some of the other units. Dopplers are now 75,000 health. Damage per second is 6,760. Damage per shot.
They haven't done the buildings, so they.
Yeah, but it's still, I put them in. The Pathfinders killed them exactly the same.
Yeah, but checking your base, mate, like the turret stands are still like 81 million a pop, eh? I'll just put a pic in Discord. How are you gonna kill it with 500k DPS?
No, they're not.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, 0. I see the change now. Sorry. Yeah. Never mind.
They've all been changed.
Was just a row of text missing. Yeah, I see it now. Interesting.
They're divided by 1,000. JB Smile Sam. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
Let's have a look. What was the biggest unit we had? The Perseus was a 600 million, wasn't it?
I think it's
At
destroyed.
level 1, it was 600 million.
Is now 616,000.
Yeah, divided by
They've halved it by JB Smiles right. Divided it by 1,000.
Yeah, that's more than 90%.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't fart near a rocket buggy. It's got 144 health.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at my base. I don't think it's going to change anything in the game. Hang on. Shadow Ops is active in it.
Yeah.
I can normally get Shadow Ops. Sometimes it's not free, but sometimes it is. The V base.
Yeah, with plain yeah.
I see Baluto out there. I'm going to nick that V base off him. Right, this could be anywhere between free repair and 15 minutes.
Or a total kill.
Have you got it's electric running?
Yeah. No, I don't think I have.
No, that's alright. So that might account for a wee bit of extra repair.
Oh yes, sorry, I have.
Good job.
Yeah, it's killing them exactly the same, mate. No difference.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's going to be close to free repair, so old units are still... Let's have a look what the...
But nothing major they broke yet? Must be a miracle.
Let's have a look at some of the old units. The SF era. Because these might be brought back into the game. Where's that one, Academy?
Oh, I was kind of hoping they wouldn't reduce them older units down as much. Like in like the sections, like the newest stuff by 1,000, then the next ones down would have been by sort of 500 instead of 1,000 or something, and then the old stuff could have been by 100, if that, and it would have brought all them old units all up par level with what we've got now.
Everything's been reduced. Every single unit.
Yeah, they've just done everything, haven't they? The whole, right across the board.
1,000 by 1,000. Holy God.
So it probably means the cheats are still in the game because it's literally changed nothing in the code of the unit. It's just reduced what they are. I think we're pretty much done, guys, don't you?
That'll do. At least we tested a few things out and got the info out.
Yeah.
What level are your Pathfinder city?
15.
15 there, Joseph.
Why are my base defense units dead after that?
What level are your Pathfinder city?
15. I'm going to go with the shout-outs, guys. I'm going to start off with you, Animal. Please, give your shout-outs, bro.
Thanks for letting me on, and thanks for everyone who turned up to watch and listen and join in. Hope the game goes smoothly for everyone after this major change, and stay safe out there.
Perfect. Thank you, bro. And Tom?
Yeah, thanks everybody there. I know I'm a bit groggy tonight there and out there, but thanks for the invite again there. Thanks to the panel, everybody out in YouTube land, and try and keep it classy and have a great weekend.
Lone. He's muted. The one.
Yeah, saying thank you all for tuning in and play legit and have fun in the game.
Perfect. As always, guys, I appreciate your time coming along and joining us. Hopefully we'll give you some laughs. Hopefully Kixeye have got their ear rolls to the ground and they're hearing some of the legit players' complaints rather than some of the fucking idiots that are on Discord. And as always, we'll probably see you next week. Next week? If there's a downtime next week. If not, it'll be the week after for the event briefing and the event live stream. Take care and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
See you all.
We're out.